Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of two division leaders between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Mississippi Braves. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Hasil de la Cruz, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
3.
Now it'll be Tyson Randolph, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. High in the air out to center field. Maciel gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Stepping up is Tyson Randolph. A potential tying run for him at third base.
Randolph. Hey, you can do it, kid. No one got her up there. Let's go.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Chopper to short. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. 3 innings complete. The Biscuits lead it 1-0. Next, it'll be Kyron Paris. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. The 2-2 pitch. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder. To the track, to the wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even more mad.
Next to hit, Philip Santiago.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now the payoff pitch home.
Santiago.
Drives it the other way to deep right. Right fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So now into the box is Tyson Randolph. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Heading out towards shallow right. Santiago is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down. Now at the plate, here is Rene Pinto.
The catcher, Rene Pinto.
This is in the air out to right field. Randolph gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And Montgomery's out in front here, 5-0. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Eric McDonald.
Eric McDonald.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Randolph is there to put it away for out number 1. Next up, Tyson Randolph. He flew out in his last AB. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run for him on the season. And they're on the board at 6-1.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Stepping in next, Eric McDonald. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease. Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Montgomery Biscuits led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Adrian DeHorta earns his 5th winner of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Mississippi Braves. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next, Jack Ramiro is on the mound for Game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Next to stand in is Tyson Randolph. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now here it comes. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the 1st. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So they go down without a whimper here. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Biscuits lead it 2-0. Next to hit is Tyson Randolph, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Tyson Randolph.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Hey, be patient, stay back, get your pitch, let's go.
Now he takes something off there as this is skied out to deep center field. Maciel able to track it down for the 3rd out. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. And Montgomery's out in front here, 3-1. And stepping in, Tyson Randolph flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch.
Randolph. Ball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Ball even at 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. Boucher has got it, and the side is retired. Now to the plate, here is Tyson Randolph. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Biscuits jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Hess with his 4th win this season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Yexel Rios wraps it up for the save, his 32nd of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
2 hours and 37 minutes.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Montgomery Biscuits and the Mississippi Braves. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. 2 division rivals face off next. Tyson Randolph, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's having a real solid season up to this point, and I know he'd like to get one more notch in his belt to get to that 200 Ks on the season. He's awfully close, so you'd have to think in the back of his mind he'd like to punch out a few here and get into that 200 K club for the year.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Marco Mesa is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do, you got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Next up is Johnny Dennis. First delivery to him.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Randolph has compiled just under 130 innings of work and has allowed just over 1 run per 9 innings, an ERA in the low 1s.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Into the box now, Dalton Kelly, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, the plays is 2. Let's roll.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
He spoils another one, and will do it again. Again, a 1-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
That evens it up 1-1.
Where's your first now?
From the stretch.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So now to the plate, Grant Kay, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. No balls and a strike to count. Set to deliver the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box, Tristan Grain, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Chu is there, 2 gone. Into the box, Jody Kelsey, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. And now here is Rene Pinto. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Next to dig in, Kyron Paris. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. And he gets ahead 0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
2-0 now. Left side, but well foul.
Hey, we got one here.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now, and I think he wanted to know where that one was. Johnny Dennis will be next. Fouled away. Now the payoff pitch home. He loses him on ball 4. So now here is Johnny Dennis. He collected a base hit his first time up, and he fouls this one off. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
He's set, and the pitch. Dalton Kelly is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And this will be fouled away. From the stretch, the 1-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
The set and the 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Paris at second. Mesa at first. 2 out in the inning. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Bolt. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
High in the air out to center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. Now into the box, Grant Kay. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Tristan Gray will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Striding forward now is the DH. Jody Kelsey struck out in his last trip to the plate.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And Demerit will be there to make the play for the first out. Now to the plate, Rene Pinto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning, so he won't be nibbling.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
In now, Kyron Paris, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Grounded softly to the right. Scooped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. At the plate, Marco Mesa. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone! So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. His first home run of the season, as we are all knotted up at 2.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Hey, come on. Get ahead, stay ahead.
Stepping in now, Johnny Dennis. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. And that's too high, ball 2.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally, they'll go back.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. At the plate now is Dalton Kelly. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the AB on its way.
No ball. 1 strike. Going down here.
To first. He's right there. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Bolt. No hits to this point. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Phillips has a play. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And that's the second out of the inning. So next to bat will be Grant Kay. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Ripped toward the gap in right. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That misses. 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
Still 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Patrick Weigel is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 6.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
4-2 the final score today. The Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Patrick Weigel gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Josh Graham hammers down the save, his 30th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com. Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Tucker Davidson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have it...
Next, it'll be Jesus Sanchez.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Randolph is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. So next to hit is Tyson Randolph, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. So the next to bat will be Santiago Chavez. Runner in scoring position with Tucson. That's popped up out towards short right field. Rijo over to his left, and that's the third out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. And now in the box, Tyson Randolph.
Number 32.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Randolph.
There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, that wasn't a particularly good pitch right here. This guy doesn't get away with very many mistakes. He's going to have to do a better job pitching out of the middle part of the plate.
And now, Santiago Chavez. He flew out in his last debut. The pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Still going back. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, it took long enough, but they're finally on the board. We might look back at this shot as a spark they needed to make their bats come alive. Then again, it might just be a blip on the radar. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds.
Next, here is Mackenzie Taylor. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Randolph is there, and he'll bring this one in. Up next, Tyson Randolph is off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. A ball and no strikes.
Come on, big guy.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping up as the shortstop, Joe Dunan.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen. The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the man.
So here he is again, Tyson Randolph, and he needs just a triple for the cycle. So let's see if he can put one in the gap. Now here's the first offering. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Braves took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Tucker Davidson earns his 8th victory of the season, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Josh Graham records the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes.
Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Trey Riley will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
Batting third, the right
Now to
fielder,
bat, Tyson
Tyson.
Randolph. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. The 0-2 once more.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes.
3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Reined in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Now at the plate is Brian Miller.
batting sixth, the left
Here's the
fielder,
1-1 pitch.
Brian Miller.
This one skied out toward right. Randolph will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0.
1 out.
So the
Got
lineup
one.
flips over, and digging in, Eric
The batter,
Casilla trying to bring in the tying run from third here. Here now the 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy's able to put back.
So stepping in is
Number
Tyson
32.
Randolph. He bounced out
Tyson.
last time up.
Randolph.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And there's ball 1.
Let her rip, let her
2
rip.
out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder is on the run, but this will land
Let's go,
untouched.
kid.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 3 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Digging in will be Thomas Gerbavas. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Thomas.
1 out, nobody on. High in the air out towards shallow right. Randolph will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Benito Navarre. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Swing and a flare hit toward right, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Yeah, and with 2 outs here, this might be the last batter he faces. I bet the pitching coach is just telling him to rear back and let it rip. Don't hold anything back. Get the out, and your work is done here.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Tyson Randolph.
Tyson.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Stepping in once again is Brian Miller. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Miller.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Randolph is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Now at the plate, Benito Navar. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The catcher. Benito.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Line drive, base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Ready now is Tyson
The
Randolph.
right fielder, number 32. Tyson Randolph.
Hey, big moment. Easy. Here we go.
First pitch of the AB now. Bat explodes as this is popped up. One there. Striding in is Tyson Randolph. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Come on, baby. See it.
Hot shot down the line. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Pensacola rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Vic Romaker earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Tommy Eveld closes the door for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshow.com.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Hasil de la Cruz, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plezak, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down. Limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
In the air out toward right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. So here is Tyson Randolph. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits. Here comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Chinea has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping up is Tyson Randolph. Popped into foul ground his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. hard hit towards center.
Get out.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Demerit is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Now it'll be Andre Anderson.
Now batting, third baseman, Andre Anderson.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are two aboard now.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Now at the plate, here is Joe Dunand. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Joe.
Heading out towards shallow right. Randolph is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Next to hit, Tyson Randolph, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with one gone. Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
1-1.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, your turn right here, kid. Drop him in. Your turn.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The set and the 2-1. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. And the runner from first comes around to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Lo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet?
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes, they worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Mississippi came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Brooks Wilson gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Josh Graham wraps it up for the save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
17 men on base.
A Double-A manager has called one of his young players in for a quick word. The word is good. Having to abandon his team and friends mid-campaign can be distressing to a player, even in his moment of validation. Within 48 hours, this player will be in a new city and putting on a new uniform.
He recently got the call to AAA, and he is now within shouting distance of the major leagues. But for now, he'll have to prove that he can compete and excel at this AAA level. Jonathan Mayo of MLB Pipeline is here with me today. How does AAA prepare a player for the majors in a way that AA doesn't?
Yeah, I think it's changed a lot in recent years. They used to always say that if you could compete at AA, you could play in the big leagues. And that might be true, but you're seeing fewer and fewer players make that double jump up to the big leagues. Organizations want their prospects to play in AAA. I think it's another level of challenge. It's kind of an incremental step rather than throwing them right into the fire of a big league competition. You have a lot of guys at the AAA level who have big league experience. They know how to play at that level, and so he'll face that kind of level of competition, but he'll also be able to pick the brains of guys on his own team who have been there, so when that call does come for him to make it to the big leagues, he'll be ready.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is available. And let me know in the comments what you think, or roast me for my terrible gameplay. Videos like this are recorded live on Twitch. Follow my socials and my Twitch to know when I'm live recording new content for YouTube. Again, thanks for watching the Prophet Loki 309 YouTube. I'll see you in the realm of mischief.